rights as people in New Mexico if it's guaranteed, I spelled guaranteed really wrong, if it's a fundamental right. Okay? Anybody remember, what was a fundamental right? We talked about two of them.
Freedom of speech.
No? That's always, but... Alright. Start a business, own property. Okay? Alright, if it's less fundamental, it can be restricted. Alright, anybody remember something that can be restricted? It affects you next year, maybe. No? Voting can't, that's a right.
Tuition?
Tuition, yeah, out-of-state tuition. Okay, we talked about out-of-state tuition, we talked about out-of-state hunting license, fishing license. Is that fundamental to your economic life?
No.
No. Okay, so... All right, everybody okay with that? All right, and that goes with this. All right. We did talk about extradition, the idea that if there is a prisoner and he escapes, he or she, sorry, I shouldn't be sexist, I know women can be prisoners too. I know a lot of you women are like, if they escape and they go to another state, you can be sent back to that state. Now, we're only talking about state-to-state relations. We're not talking about outside the country. That's a whole other different rule. All right. Intrastate trade and interstate trade. Most trade today is considered interstate trade because it's any part of the act of commerce. If you sell to somebody who then sells to somebody outside of the state, your sale is still considered part of interstate commerce. That was part of U.S. versus Darby. So I made it Darby versus U.S., and now my dyslexic kids are all in on it. All right? Everybody okay with all that? All right, cool. Grants and aid, good, this is good. One of the big things you should remember is that it accounts for about a quarter of the state's budget. So the states are really reliant on the federal government. So about a quarter of the money you make in a state comes from the federal government. So the states lose power and they lose flexibility. I'm not going to try to touch my toes. All right. The different types of formula of grants and aids. These should be called categorical grants. I don't think anybody has that anywhere, right? Categorical, I don't know, close enough. They are formula and project grants. They come with ties. All right, formula sets a requirement that the states can apply for. Everybody gets it who meets those requirements. So if you're of a certain age or a certain income level, you get it. Everybody in that state gets it. And the state gets the money for it. Project based on merit, specific purpose, usually long applications. All right, then block grants are different. Okay, there should be a break here. These are both categorical. Block grants are different. They come with no strings. Much more freedom. Examples would be CETA. I don't know about Social Security yet. I don't think so. All right, I'd have to look that one up. I don't think so. If somebody knows something different, I would look that up, but let's go with no at this point, all right? So, community development grants definitely automatically funded. All right, everybody okay with that?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Whoever wrote Social Security Act, if you want to argue with me, I'll look it up, but I don't think so. All right, types of federalism. Fiscal federalism, they dangle the money, bribes, that's a good way of putting it. The national government gives money to state governments. Used more today than others. Taxes, commerce, good. They're used together. Cooperative federalism is also used today. It's part of fiscal federalism. Cooperative federalism are kind of together. It's the marble cake. Power is shared between the state and national governments. Good. Dual federalism. State and national government don't mix. It's a layer cake example. Good. All right. I think that's good. All right, types of powers. Implied, justified by the elastic clause. Enumerated powers. Powers listed in the Constitution. Example, the power to raise and support the Army. Anything that's in there, written in the Constitution, word for word. Okay? Cool. Inherent powers. Enumerated also are expressed.